My name's Ken Jennings. Back in 2004, I was the guy who stuck around Jeopardy for 6 months, winning 74 games and over $3 million on the show. Now I'm also a writer. I'm the best-selling author of Brainiac and Ken Jennings' Trivia Almanac. I would love to come out and speak to your organization. I like to speak in defense of trivia. You know, people ask me all the time, you know, how do you know all that stuff? It seems to fascinate them that you know, somebody could have this compulsion or this kind of weird brain, I guess. You know, it bothers me a bit that we use the word trivia now. We use a word that means unimportant to talk about, you know, any kind of learning. You know, talk about, we used to just call this general knowledge or cultural literacy. And I just like to talk about the value of having just a brain crammed full of, you know, useful and useless oddball stuff. I find that knowledge is what connects people. You know, it's what creates relationships. It's what you know, breaks ice and you know, brings people together and actually, you know, sort of glues society together. The common things we all know. Jeopardy changed my life, obviously. You know, going from just being a regular sort of suburban dad, normal computer programmer guy to being this celebrity nerd folk icon, just in the course of a few months. Changed my life, and I love going to you know, organizations and events and talking to people just about that and what it taught me about myself. You know, how the you know, the safe, practical choices I'd made in my life up till then were great, but they were nothing compared to, you know, actually you know, following my dream and setting this very elaborate goal, you know, to win on Jeopardy, and actually just achieving beyond anything I had ever dreamed. And you know, now I'm a writer full time now, and you know, I live the life I always wanted, and you know, I love to tell people about that, you know, because I think that can happen for them too, whether or not Alex Trebek is involved or not. You know, a lot of times when I speak, you know, after I'm done talking, we like to do a little trivia event, maybe a little mock Jeopardy kind of thing, and that's always fun. You know, either sometimes I play against, you know, people from the crowd, so they get to go head to head, try to stump me, or sometimes I get to play Alex Trebek and have the answers in front of me and, you know, moderate our own little mock game show, and that's a lot of fun. People really seem to like to, people just love trivia. People like to show off what they know, and that's a fun part of the event.